Good morning, dear children. Welcome back. In today's session, we are going to learn Class 4, Term 3, Unit 3 in Social Science, Rights and Duties of Children. This is part 2 of the series. Come, children, let us learn. Before going into today's session, let us have a recap of what we learned in the last one. Dear children, in the last session, we discussed about the citizen of a country and constitution. We learned that a citizen is a person who is a member of a country. A citizen enjoys the rights given to him or her by the country. We also learned that the set of rules of a country is known as its constitution. The constitution lays down certain rules to help the country work together smoothly. Following the constitution makes the people responsible citizen of that country. A foreigner stays in India for 12 years, they can get Indian citizenship. Indian constitution is the lengthiest constitution of the world. The original document was handwritten and it was written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was the chairman of the Constitution Drafting Committee. In this session, children, we will discuss about the rights of the children. Dear children, all over the world, there are different policies and rights. You know, children, there are so many countries in the world and each of the countries have different policies. They have different way of treating their citizens and there are different rights for the citizens. Some countries are very liberal, that is very free regarding to their citizenship. For example, the developed countries like the United States or France, Italy are the countries which are very free and very liberal with the citizens. But if you see certain other countries, maybe the Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia, the rules are very strict and the policies are so different from the other parts of the world. Same way, each and every country has got different policies and the people of that country has got varying rights. In the same way, children have certain rights to ensure that every child is treated the same. Not only the people of a country, but the children are also having certain rights. And what rights they have got? It is that all the child or every child is treated in the same way. These are practiced to create a healthy environment for the children to live in. And why there should be children's right? Because the children are the future citizen of the country and they should have a healthy environment to live. They must be in a surrounding or an environment in which that will help them to grow into responsible people. So they must have a healthy environment. Let us see what Kavya and her father talk about child rights. Now we can see a father and daughter. Earlier we saw a son and a mother. Now we are having another parent and child. Father, Kavya's father and Kavya talking about the rights of children. Come, let us see.
Appa, do children have any rights?
So Kavya is asking her Appa, do children have rights? He is replying, yes, Kavya. Yes, children do have their rights. All over the world, there are many countries which have agreed to make some basic rights for children. And our country is one of them. He says that, yes, my dear, there are some rights for the children and there are so many countries in the world, they have agreed to make some rights as a basic rights for the children. There are some basic rights for the children in majority of the countries and our country is one among them. They have agreed to have the rights for the children.
Really, Appa? Can you tell me more?
So Kavya was really surprised by her father's reply. She was surprised to know that some countries have agreed to have some basic rights for the children, and she was happy to know India is one among those countries. Now she wants to know more details about it. And Kavya's father is saying, yes, my dear, why not? I will tell you about the rights of children. The four major child rights are, there are four major rights for the children. Four major child rights. Right to survival, right to development, right to protection, and right to participation. I repeat, right to survival, right to development, right to protection, and right to participation. Survival, survival, survival. Development, development, development. Protection, protection, protection. Participation, participation, participation. Right to survival, right to development, right to protection, and right to participation. Survival, survival, survival is surviving or continuing existence or life. Development, development. Development is the process of being developed, that is changing the state or situation. Protection, 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 that is to guard a thing against damage. Participation is getting an opportunity to be actively involved. So these are the basic rights of children. Now we will learn about all these things.
Right to survival.
Yes, now we will learn about right to survival. Kavya is asking her father,
Papa, can you explain about right to survival?
He says, yes, my dear. It is to ensure every child has access to minimum standards of food. That means every child should get the minimum food for survival. This helps in the healthy growth in all children. So if they get enough food to live, they will be having healthy growth. There are different rights for children below the age of 6 and between the age of 6 to 14 years. So below 6 there are certain rights, and between 6 and 14 certain other rights. Why it is so? This is because both the age groups have different needs for their growth and development. What a small baby requires will be different from what a child of your age requires, isn't it? So there are different rights for children below 6 or below the age of 6 and between 6 and 14. So right to survival means ensuring every child having access to the minimum standard of food, which helps in the healthy growth of the child.
Very interesting. What else are the part of right to survival? Very interesting. What else is a part of right to survival?
So Kavya asks his father, okay, what else comes under the right to survival? He replies, the WASH program is also a part of it. Have you heard of it? He says that there is a program called WASH. WASH program is a part of right to survival. Have you ever heard of that?
WASH? What happens in that program, Appa?
Kavya has not heard about the word wash. She has heard, but it is not regarding this one. It is about washing your hands. Now it is during the time of pandemic, you are always washing your hands, right? So But that is different from our WASH. 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 What is it? WASH stands for water, sanitation and hygiene. Only three things they are: water, sanitation and hygiene. Water, WATER, water. That is, WA forms that. Sanitation, SANITATION, sanitation. And hygiene, HYGIENE, hygiene. Water, sanitation and hygiene. It means that there should be access to clean water for drinking and other needs. A child should be able to get enough clean water for drinking purpose as well as his other needs. There are so many diseases that spread through water. To avoid these, having access to safe water is important. There are so many waterborne diseases like dysentery. So, in order to avoid all those things, a child should be able to get enough water to drink. He must have access to safe water, which is very important.
Yes, Appa. Even my teacher told us to wash our hands before and after food.
Sanitation makes sure that there are good clean drinking water and there is proper disposal of human excreta and sewage. That is, the toilet wastes are disposed properly and people have good access to clean drinking water. And hygiene, HYGIENE, hygiene is a practice of preserving health and prevention of spread of disease. Kavya's father continues, very good. It is true that you must wash your hands before and after eating food. Spreading awareness to washing hands with soap is also a part of the WASH program. Not only that, you have to wash with soap. That is also an awareness and it is also part of WASH program. Kavya says,
Last week, I saw Muthu, who is the child of opposite house, getting some drops of medicine. Is this a part of Right to Survival, Appa?
So Kavya has seen the child Muthu from the opposite house getting some drops of medicine, and she is asking her Appa now, is that also a part of Right to Survival? And he replies, yes Kavya, that was polio drops, POLIO, polio drops. There are many vaccines and drops which were given to children to protect them from certain diseases. So in order for the child to be protected from some diseases, there are some drops or vaccines or injections given, and that is to protect them from certain diseases. Polio drops are given to the children to protect them from polio. And it is called as pulse polio immunization. Once the polio drops are administered, the child will be free from polio disease. Same way, there are some vaccines. VACCINES. Vaccines are injections that are given to the child to prevent them attacked by some disease. For example, like BCG vaccine, DPT. And recently in school you would have got injection for MR vaccine. In school you got injected, isn't it? Do you remember it, children? Kavya was very pleased to know that government is taking all the steps to ensure the child is free of diseases, and that is coming under the basic right of survival of the child. So she says,
so nice, Appa.
She was amused to know that government is taking care of child rights. In the picture you can find the administration of pulse polio immunization. You can see a child being given polio drops. 2 drops are given orally. Before winding up today's session, let us have a recap of what we learned here. We learned about rights of children. We learned that children have certain rights to ensure that every child is treated the same. And all over the world, there are so many countries which have agreed to make some basic rights for the children, and our country is one among them. The 4 major child rights are right to survival, right to development, right to protection, and right to participation. Right to survival means it ensures that every child has access to minimum standards of food, which helps in their healthy growth. There are different rights for children below 6 years of age and between 6 and 14 years, because both the age groups have different needs for their growth and development. WASH program, that is water, sanitation and hygiene, is a part of right to survival. Also, different vaccination and drops, polio drops kind of thing, are also coming under right to survival. Dear children, in the next session we will discuss about rights to development. That's all for today's session, my dear children. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Samachir Kalvi Guide. Thank you. Stay blessed.